What's up, pilot? My name is Zayan, and this is the place where I teach you how to make planes that will blow your mind. Today, we are going to make one of my best planes, which is the Mighty Eagle. So, this even flies very nice, and what makes it very cool. What makes it very cool is its large and impressive wingspan. So, let's see how we make it. All you need to make this plane is just a single sheet of paper. I am using an A4 size sheet, but you can use pretty much any size. I will prefer a US letter size paper, which is 8.5 by 11. So how do we make it? First we start by taking the paper horizontally and getting the plane to match side to side. Try to get it really symmetrical because that enhances the performance of the plane. You try to get very symmetrical. This is actually a part where a lot of people don't think that it's okay, but it will make the plane very nice. So once you have that, you can also use a folding tool if you want, but it's just optional. It's not compulsory to use it. Now we have the paper half by half. So now we just take this side and put it parallel to the crease we just made. So we just take this and we make that side parallel to the main fly. Now again try to get it, the crease is very exact. Now you just crease it along with the thumbnail, and again try to get it symmetrical. And you can see I've got it symmetrical. Just try to take this and make a crease very nicely. Now we can see you have a very large triangle and you have a little bit of paper on this side. So what we do now is we take this side of the paper and just get it about an inch down. The space between this tip and this end should be almost 1 inch. There's no need to use a ruler. You can just be approxed. It's okay because that is basically just a flap. Now if you have a folding tool, this is optional. Again I'm telling you, this is totally optional. You can just crease this side and even this if you want, because from this part the paper starts to get really thick. So now you have this, you can just take the paper half on half, just make that existing crease better, a center crease. Now we just take this side and this side. Imagine you are drawing a line from this side to this fly. So what we have to do is we take this flap, we just start from here, try to get it exact again. We just take that and we start by this place, but we end where the flap ends, like we have to get that pointy. So now it's okay, nothing to be very exact, and try to get a little bit of space there. And using a folding tool is really great because the paper is now really thick. So now try to do the same on the other side. You can again turn the paper into a half by half sheet. Now again try to get a really pointy end, and yep, you can see we have it really pointy. If you don't have a folding tool like me, you can just use your thumb or any fingernail because they make a very nice crease. Again just a little bit of, yep, you can just use your thumb. and as I have a folding tool, I don't have to use my thumb. Now you can see we have a little bit of gap between both the sheets, right? Now you take this part and just get that down. Again, almost just an inch from the top to the bottom of this flap. This part, if you are using a very thick paper like an A4 sheet or something like that, I would prefer using a folding tool, because now your thumb really hurts because the paper is getting so thick. Even you can just clamp down that place and well, you have your thing done. And all you do is just take this side and try to get it really, and now again you have to do the same thing on this side. So this just makes it really aerodynamic. And you have this flap right here, you just take that and you push it up, and you should have something like this, if I'm right, you made all the creases correctly. Now what you do is just take the center crease and just fold it up. So now what you have is a Nakamura lock-in here, this place, a Nakamura lock. And now just try to get everything symmetrical and nice. Everything is symmetrical, right? And now you just make the fuselage. Now one thing is that in this plane, as you have very long and thin, long and broad wings, there's one thing that the fuselage is very thin, which makes it a little, what I can say, difficult to throw. But once you get the hang of it, it's just perfectly fine. You just try to get that, try everything symmetrical. And now if you are using a folding tool like me, I have a bulldog clip, you can just clamp down this piece. And now you have something like this, right? Now all you have to do is just make the wings broad, try to get everything nice and done. And now what we are going to do is we are going to make the winglets. So to make the winglets, you just take about 1 or 2 centimeters of the paper and you do the same on the other side. Now you got the winglets. What the winglets do is basically the paper is really broad. So, and another thing is you have to make a vertical stabilizer. So this is basically a part of the elevation, the vertical stabilizer in this plane. We are not doing any cuts, we just have to take the fuselage right here, and you just push it up and press your thumb down. So you have something like this. And it's okay if it's not very nice, because now we're just gonna make the elevation for the whole thing. And the elevation is again, now just press those down and you have it finished. And another thing, if your plane is a little front heavy, you think, and try to get this space for the aileron so that nothing happens. So you just take these flaps and just do something like this, so that you have your own flaps and they push the air down. So now let's see how they fly. So I have 2 variations of the whole plane. One is these are the 2 planes. Now we're just gonna see how they fly. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe.